So you're a sales manager, maybe a marketing lead, or perhaps you own a growing company.
Mm,
You're definitely juggling a lot. And, staying on top of those customer relationships, driving growth, it's crucial.
absolutely paramount.
And you've probably thought about how a CRM could help, but it's like, where do you even begin?
Yeah, it can feel overwhelming. So today, we're not just talking theory. We're actually doing a deep dive into a really practical guide.
Okay.
It's specifically for small and medium-sized businesses, looking at implementing Zoho CRM, or maybe just getting better at using it. Think of it as a shortcut to figuring out what really matters for you.
And this is based on the Zoho CRM implementation guide for small and medium businesses ebook.
That's the one. So yeah, if you're feeling a bit lost in that CRM maze, you're definitely in the right place.
Good to hear.
Our mission here really is to pull out the essential steps, the key insights from this guide, give you a clear roadmap, basically.
Right.
So you can actually implement Zoho CRM effectively without feeling completely swamped. We're going to focus on what's most relevant for, your day-to-day grind in managing sales and marketing in an SME.
Okay, so we'll unpack those key phases then, like defining goals,
Mm.
setting up automation, figuring out metrics.
Exactly. From the why, the business goals, all the way through to the automation that can save you time. And, crucially, understanding which numbers actually show you if it's working for your growth.
All right, let's get into it then. The guide kicks things off by saying, look, before you even touch the software, figure out your why. Why are you even doing this?
Absolutely fundamental. Page 4 of the guide really hammers this home. Start with clear business objectives. You absolutely need to know what results you expect.
Makes sense.
And, the key takeaway here isn't just any goals. It's making sure the CRM aligns with your main revenue activities and your biggest customer challenges.
Right. Not just generic stuff.
No, focus on what truly moves the needle for your business specifically.
Okay, and it gives some pretty relatable examples for SMEs, doesn't it? Like boosting customer satisfaction. How does a CRM actually help a smaller company do that practically?
Well, the guide suggests it's all about better engagement. Think about it. If you segment your customers, maybe based on past buys or interactions, you can talk to them in a much more targeted way. Automating follow-ups means people don't slip through the cracks. Even pulling in your social media stuff gives you a fuller picture.
Okay.
So the real question for you is, what are your current pain points in keeping customers happy? Identifying those is step one.
Got it. Another huge one, especially with limited resources, is obviously boosting sales, but doing it efficiently.
Yeah, and the guide connects that straight to process efficiency.
Yeah.
It talks about finding those gaps in your current sales process, the bottlenecks, streamlining things in the CRM using automation. Where are things slowing down right now in your sales cycle? That's what you need to nail down before you even look at features.
And, who doesn't want to cut operational costs? Especially in an SME.
Right. The guide highlights automating those repetitive manual tasks. Things like workflows, macros, and Zoho CRM.
Workflows, like digital assistants.
Pretty much. Instead of your team manually sending that follow-up email after a demo,
Yeah.
a workflow rule just does it automatically. Saves time, ensures consistency that can really impact conversions. So think about those tasks your team hates doing because they're so time-consuming. Prime candidates for automation.
Okay. And lastly, it mentioned increasing cross-selling and keeping clients longer. Super vital for smaller businesses.
Totally, because centralizing all that customer data emails, support tickets, social interactions, purchase history, everything gives you that 360-degree view.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it much easier to spot upselling opportunities or run personalized retention campaigns. So ask yourself, what info are your teams struggling to share right now? Breaking down those silos is key.
It really forces you to think about your actual problems first and then see how the CRM fits as a solution, not just buying tech for tech's sake. Which brings us to the next bit. Because just buying the software isn't magic, right? The guide then dives into mapping your business landscape, your processes.
That's right. Pages 6 to 12 really stress this. Document, analyze, map your current sales and marketing processes before configuring the CRM.
Before you touch it.
Yes. This is where people often trip up. They get excited by the features and jump straight in without fully understanding their own workflow.
And it suggests actually drawing flow diagrams. That sounds potentially time-consuming for a small team.
It's an investment, for sure,
Yeah.
but definitely worth it. A visual map, like for your lead follow-up, it just makes it crystal clear for everyone how things actually work now. The guide gives a simple example. Lead comes in, welcome email goes out, there may be more info, track responses. that kind of thing.
And you do this for everything: lead gen, sales pipeline, even customer service.
Ideally, yes. Break down that whole customer journey. The guide lists a sample sales process: lead gen, nurturing, qualification, proposal, negotiation, closed, won, lost. And for each stage, you need to think, what methods are we actually using now? Events, web forms, social media, whatever it is.
But it's not just writing it down, is it? There's an analysis piece.
Crucial piece. You have to look hard at those processes, find the delays, the bottlenecks, the things frustrating your team.
Right.
The guide asks, where do things get stuck? What annoys your reps day to day? Getting that honest feedback from the people on the ground is invaluable. And it's not just about the ideal process people think happens. You need to capture the reality, the workarounds, the stuff that isn't written down. That's where the real insights often are.
Okay, so you've mapped the current state, warts and all, identified the problems. What's the next crucial step to make the CRM actually solve those problems?
Now you connect the dots. You strategically map those real-world operations to specific CRM features. Page 12 talks about this.
So, like, if web forms are a big lead source.
Exactly. Then you look specifically at Zoho CRM's web form tools, or its Google Ads integration, or social media connections. It's about seeing how the CRM directly supports and improves what you already do, but hopefully much more efficiently.
Makes total sense. And the guide mentions something about language.
Yes. Page 13, it's often overlooked, but really important. Aligning your internal business language with the CRM's terms.
How so?
Well, if you're e-commerce, maybe you call things wholesale products internally. You map that to the products module in Zoho. Your suppliers become vendors.
Ah, I see.
Or a real estate agency, property listings become products, maybe brokers become vendors.
So you customize the labels.
Exactly. It sounds small, but it makes the CRM intuitive. It speaks your language. And critically, it prepares you for migrating your data accurately later on.
Okay, this sounds like a fair bit of upfront work before logging into the CRM itself.
It is.
But I can see how it sets you up for success. Now, who actually does all this?
Yeah.
The guide talks about putting together an implementation team.
Yes, pages 13 to 15 are clear on this. You need the right people involved from the start, gets buy-in, ensures it sticks. It's not just an IT project.
Right, needs business input.
Okay.
So who are these key players in a smaller business context?
Okay, first, the leader. Basically, your project manager. Someone who gets the business processes, isn't afraid to try new things.
Got it.
Then, the demander. Often your sales or marketing manager. They know what reports are needed, what's broken in the current system.
And if they don't define those reporting needs clearly?
You risk building a CRM that doesn't actually tell you what you need to know to make decisions. Big risk.
Okay. And you definitely need the real user.
Absolutely. Your frontline sales reps, marketers, the people using it daily, their feedback on usability is gold. Get it early. The guide even suggests mixing long-term staff and newer folks for different perspectives.
Smart. Then there's the administrator.
Yeah, they bridge the gap between the tech and the users. They need to understand the CRM well enough to map your processes into it effectively. And finally, the decision maker, business owner, top exec. Their support is crucial. They need to champion it, want to see it succeed, and drive growth.
So it's really a team effort, pulling from different areas.
Definitely. Collaboration is key.
Okay. Goals defined, processes mapped, team assembled. Now you can actually start setting up Zoho CRM.
Now you get your hands dirty. Pages 15 to 30 cover the initial setup basics. Organization details, company name, time zone, currency, super admin.
The basics.
Right. But where it starts to feel like your CRM is in the customization of the basic modules.
This is where it stops being generic.
Exactly. Simple things first, like renaming modules, maybe contacts becomes clients, deals become opportunities or projects, whatever fits your business.
Okay.
But it goes deeper, adding custom fields. Crucial. If you're e-com, maybe track lead source or first purchase date. If you sell physical goods, maybe a serial number field. You capture the data points that actually matter to you.
And you can control how those fields work.
Totally. Make fields mandatory, so the team has to fill them in. Set unique constraints, like for email addresses, no duplicates. And set field permissions. Control who sees or edits what. Important for data quality and also for security and privacy.
The guide also mentioned layouts, different views within a module.
Yeah, super useful if you have different product lines or services. You can create tailored layouts showing only the relevant fields for each specific offering.
Avoids clutter.
Exactly. Keeps things clean for the team. And then there are custom views.
Like filters, basically, to see specific data.
Precisely. Create views for, say, leads from a specific campaign or high-value deals closing soon, whatever you need to focus on. The guide mentions the Kanban view, too, that visual drag-and-drop pipeline. Great for sales teams.
Okay, lots of customization potential there. Then it moves into users, roles, and profiles, controlling who does what.
Fundamental. For security and just managing users effectively, think of roles as controlling what data people see. A sales manager sees more than an intern, right?
Right.
And profiles control what features they can use. Maybe an intern can't import data or delete records.
Okay, so roles, data access. Profiles, feature access.
You got it. The Zoho Inc. example in the guide shows how your company structure translates into CRM roles, sales exec, sales manager, etc.
So you mirror your team structure with roles.
Pretty much. Then you assign profiles. There are default ones like admin and standard, but the guide wisely says clone and customize them.
Tailor them.
Yeah. A sales manager profile needs report access. A sales exec needs access to manage their deals, but maybe not bulk delete things. Tailor it to the job.
Makes sense. And once roles and profiles are set, you just add users and invite them.
Yep, that's the next step. Then the guide quickly pivots to security.
Right, important stuff.
Things like IP restrictions only allow logins from the office network, maybe. And two-factor authentication, extra login security. Crucial for protecting your data, especially if you don't have a dedicated IT security team.
Good point.
And finally, in this setup phase, you establish data sharing rules, who can see what records, who can access which fields, ensuring the right people see the right info without compromising security.
Okay, that covers the essential setup. Now, how do we make the CRM start actively working for us? Connecting and automating.
Exactly. This is where the real efficiency gains start. Email integration is key, pulling all that customer communication into the CRM.
Centralizing it.
Yes. Zoho Mail add-on, Outlook plugins, even a BCC Dropbox. Lots of options to bring email into the fold.
And then getting new leads into the system easily.
Crucial. Web forms on your site, connecting Google Ads, social media integrations, even linking your phone system for call tracking.
Wow, okay.
Plus, lead scoring rules helping your team prioritize the hottest leads automatically.
But the real time saver sounds like automation.
Oh, absolutely. Pages 32 or 33 focus on this. Basic automation, it's super valuable. Workflow rules are huge.
Like we talked about earlier, triggering actions.
Exactly. Automatically send that follow-up email when a deal stage changes. Create a task for a rep automatically. Assignment rules, route new, leads to the right person based on territory or product.
Takes the manual work out.
Totally. And case escalation rules notifying managers if support deadlines are slipping. These little automations add up, freeing up your team for more important stuff.
Okay, CRM's configured, leads are flowing in, automation's running. What about all the data we already have? Spreadsheets, old systems?
Good question. Page 33 covers importing data. You can usually import directly from spreadsheet files.
Okay.
Or use migration tools if you're coming from another common CRM. The guide lists some supported ones. Or you can use APIs, technical connectors, to push data from other tools like accounting software.
Got it. Any key things to watch out for during import?
Two big ones. Set up your assignment rules before importing leads so they get assigned correctly right away. And pick a unique field, like email, to avoid creating duplicate records. That gets messy fast.
Okay, avoid duplicates makes sense. So data's in. How do we know if any of this is actually working? Measuring success.
The critical final step. Page 34 hammers this home. Set up reports and dashboards in the CRM to track those goals you defined way back at the start.
Close the loops.
Exactly. What gets measured gets managed.
Right.
And don't just track vanity metrics, things that look good, but don't inform decisions.
Right. Focus on what matters.
Focus on metrics that tell you if you're hitting your real business objectives. Constantly ask, does tracking this actually help me make better decisions?
And the guide gives examples relevant to SMEs.
Yeah, things like salesperson performance, lead conversion rates, leads from specific campaigns, monthly sales trends, customer service metrics.
Okay.
And Zoho has lots of report types. Standard, custom, scheduled reports, target meters, charts, funnels. It's about using your data to get clear, actionable insights.
So wrapping this up, what are the absolute key takeaways for someone starting this Zoho CRM journey in a small or medium business?
Okay, so we've gone through the initial steps. Really, the core ideas are: start with super clear goals and understand your current processes deeply. Involve your team from day one. Customize the CRM so it fits your business, speaks your language, and then really lean into automation and reporting to boost efficiency and track your actual success against those goals.
And following those steps helps you move past feeling overwhelmed.
Absolutely. You move towards having a practical, tailored system that genuinely supports your sales and marketing and ultimately helps your business grow.
Makes sense.
So a final thought for you to chew on. Think about which of your current processes are the biggest time sinks right now. Which ones could really benefit from automation?
Good question.
And maybe identify, say, the top 3 metrics you absolutely need to track to truly understand how your business is performing.
Okay.
The Zoho CRM implementation guide is really comprehensive, so diving deeper into the sections that hit home for your specific challenges, that's your next step towards being more streamlined and data-driven.
And people can find links to Zoho's resources.
Yep. Check the show notes for this deep dive. We'll put links there so you can continue exploring and take those next steps.